Good evening, welcome back to Daily Weather Forecast today. I'm Bing, your trusted source for nationwide news and weather. It's 6 o'clock here on the East Coast, and while many of us are wrapping up our workday, Mother Nature is just getting started. Tonight, we are seeing a full sweep of extreme weather conditions all happening at the same time. In different parts of the country, from record heat to surprise snow and everything in between, we've got it all covered, and we are bringing you live reports from 4 different states in 4 different stories. But first, let's go to our weather forecaster, Huang An, who's been tracking this cross-country chaos from the weather center. And
Thanks, Ming. Now, let's take a look at what's going on with the weather across the country today. We have got our team spread out live to give you live updates from 4 different locations. So, let's jump right in. First up, we are heading to Kim, who is over in Phoenix, Arizona. Right now, it is scorching hot out there. Kim, what is the weather looking like out there?
Hi Anh, hi Bình. I'm Kim, reporting live from downtown Phoenix, where it is an absolutely blistering 103 Fahrenheit degrees. The sun is beating down without mercy, and there's no real sign of relief, not even a cloud in the sky. Honestly, it feels more like mid-July than mid-April. We've officially broken a 15-year record for the earliest triple-digit temperature day, and locals, even those who live here their whole lives, are saying this is one for the books. Now, Phoenix is no stranger to heat, but what is unusual is how quickly this heat wave rolled in. Just last week, we were sitting in the low 80s. That sudden spike is catching folks off guard, and hydration stations have popped up across the city. Local libraries, community centers, and even some big box stores are offering free water and cooling zone for anybody who needs it. Businesses are adapting too. Some construction companies are shifting hours to start work at dawn and wrap up before noon, just to keep workers safe. I even saw a pizza place offering half-off ice cream if the thermometer is 105, and we are almost there. One quick note, the city's emergency heat response team is asking residents to check on elderly neighbors, especially those without access to air conditioning. Heat stroke is a very real danger in conditions like these. So, right now, I'm standing here with my sunscreens applied, and I'm ready to go find the nearest ice cream truck. Back to you, Anh.
Thanks, Kim. Now, let's check in with Tin, standing by Minneapolis, Minnesota. I hear things are a little bit different over there. Snow is appearing over there, a drastic change compared to the previous stage. Tin, care to explain how things are happening over there?
Oh, it's freezing here. Oh, and Bing, greetings from a winter wonderland that no one here ordered. It's April 17 and Minneapolis is smack in the middle of what feels like a mid-February snowstorm. I'm talking about thick, steady snowfall, biting winds and wind chills hovering about 18 degrees. Now, Minnesotans are tough. We're used to snow, but this much snow this late in the season, that's another story. Schools across the Twin Cities are dismissed early today. Several school districts are already announcing closure for tomorrow as well. Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport is reporting over 100 delayed flights and counting. I talked to a snowplow driver earlier who said it is the heaviest April accumulation he's seen in more than a decade. Crews are working around the clock to keep the roads clear, but black ice and blowing snow are making things tricky. And let me tell you, spring fashion totally out the window. I've got 3 layers on and a heated vest underneath this jacket. I passed by a group of college students earlier building a snowman outside their dorm. I asked them what they were going to name it. They said it's Frosty the Mood Killers. But hey, on the bright side, the snow-covered trees and rooftop really do look stunning, just not ideal for the morning commute. So if you are in the area, best advice, work from home if you can. I'll be out here doing my best not to turn myself into a snowman. So back to you, and
Appreciate the update, Dean. Now over to Fat. Now in Boston, Massachusetts. It seems like it is downpouring with heavy rain there right now. Fat, can you care to explain what is happening from your state? What is happening on your end?
Oh, yeah, it's well, really well. Okay, I'm coming to you from downtown Boston, where we had steady rain all afternoon, and in the last hour, it's shifted to an all-out deluge. We already recorded nearly 3 inches of the rain here in the city, and meteorologists say we could see another inch or more before the night is out. But it's not just the rain, it's the wind, yeah. You see? Gales are clocking at over 35 mile per hour, sending umbrellas inside out. Traffic is a mess, you can see? Yeah, major delays on the Pike and the Tobin Bridge is growing. Public transit are taking a hit too, especially the red light and the green light, yeah. And I just saw a train rolling in 25 minutes late. And now we move on that sign, yeah, the restaurant and the coffee shop are filling up with folks talking out of the weather. And the fire department has issued a reminder about the storm drains. Flooding risk is still moderate, especially in the low-lying neighborhoods near Dorchester and East Boston. It's soggy, it's windy. Back to you in the warm, dry studio, and thank you.
Thanks for that, Fat. Now last but not least, let's check in with Tuấn Anh from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Things are a little bit windy over there. So how are things shaping up out there, Tuấn Anh?
And but if I look like I'm fighting the wind, it's because I'm absolutely am here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. We're under high wind warning, and with good reason. Gusts have been hitting 60 to 70 miles per hour all evening. It's the kind of wind that grabs your head, slam your car door shut, and rattle the windows like a freight train. I have seen trash cans flying, signs flapping, and elderly crews racing from one street to the next trying to stay ahead of any outage. So far, the power is holding pretty well up in town, but the wind is causing flickers and interruption in more rural areas. The Department of Transportation has already shut down portion of I-25 and issued advisory for high-profile vehicles like truck and RV. If you got plans to drive through southern Wyoming tonight, don't think about it, just don't. I spoke with Total Ranger, a local rancher earlier today, who said his barn group has flew halfway to Nebraska before he could even grab a rope. The gusts are so intense despite the chaos. Folks here are staying safe and looking out for each other. Hardware stores are busy today with people buying tie-down straps, sandbags, and plywood. You can really feel the frontier spirit. And yes, if I look like I'm about to get blown off my feet, it's because I nearly was doing sound check, but here it makes so dramatic television, right? Stay safe and hold on to your head. And back to you, Anne.
Thanks to all our reporters out there in the field. No matter where you are today, make sure to stay weather aware and plan ahead. I will be back later with your full forecast, including of what's coming this weekend. Now, back to you, Bing.
Thanks, Ann. And thanks to our fantastic field reporters. Let's recap. Phoenix is baking in a triple-digit temperature. Minneapolis is buried in April snow. Boston is getting drenched. Cheyenne is blowing away. That's one country, one time zone, and 4 different climates only in America, folks. Stay with us after the break. Now we will be having a special program for overseas viewers about the wonders of weather in America. Enjoy the videos and we'll be right back.
The northernmost state is relatively cold due to its location. The north has a polar tundra climate, while most of the rest has a cold boreal climate that is moderated by the sea on the southern coast. The northeastern United States has a continental climate with cold winters and warm to hot summers. Some areas along the Great Lakes, parts of New England, and the Appalachian Mountains are densely forested. The plains of the Midwest are heavily farmed. The southeast is part of the subtropics with an east side climate that is humid in summer. Swamps extend along the coast and in the Mississippi Delta. The southern and eastern coasts of the U.S. are particularly vulnerable to tropical storms from the Caribbean. The Mississippi River Basin is particularly prone to tornadoes. The south of Florida belongs to the humid tropics and has high temperatures all year round. Here are the tropical marshlands of the Everglades, which are home to alligators. Almost the entire western half of the US has relatively low precipitation, and a semi-arid steppe climate prevails in large parts, including the vast prairie landscapes of the Great Plains. At higher altitudes, mountainous climates can be found. The southwest, with its desert climate, is very hot and dry. Here lies the Mojave Desert and Death Valley, which is considered one of the hottest and driest places on Earth. In addition, there are salt plains, especially in the Great Basin, including the Great Salt Desert. On the Pacific coast, the climate in the north is oceanic, with mild temperatures. Temperate rainforests extend here. This is where the famous redwoods grow. Further south, a Mediterranean climate can be found in large parts of California. The climate in Hawaii is tropical and thus warm all year round, but is somewhat moderated by almost constant winds. Here ends the first episode on the USA. The continuation will follow soon. Thanks for watching, and until next time.